Hi there, my name's Graham Dallas. I'm the Business Development Manager for Aqualis Braemar LOC, which is an engineering marine consultancy based in Aberdeen and all around the UK, Europe, and worldwide. I used to be a mechanical engineer a long time ago, but I've been doing sales and business development for about 20 years. How did I get where I am now? A long and circuitous route, I would say. I left school at 16 and took an apprenticeship in a factory. Um, so once my apprenticeship was complete, I was working in a design office and I did designing of variety of different pieces of equipment for various industries, non-oil and gas, non-energy at that time. I made a transition into oil and gas, and I worked on oil and gas equipment to find, explore, and extract oil and gas from the North Sea mainly. But nowadays, I do sales and business development, which is talking to clients, hopefully understanding what they want and need, and hopefully my company, we can provide some services and some solutions and make the projects on budget, on time, and reduce risk, which is the requirements for all projects these days. So what do I physically do on a day-to-day basis? Unfortunately, the last 12, 14 months has kind of been sitting here on a screen, on a camera, chatting to folk. It's not the same, but we're getting better at it and getting a little more comfortable. And hopefully, the worst is behind us and we're going to get to start meeting people again soon. So that's what I do. I chat about projects and potential projects and how things could work and what services my company could offer, how we think it would be best to do a project in a particular way. And we're talking about timescales and scheduling and all that kind of things. The favorite thing I do is just getting involved in all these fascinating and interesting projects. Now, whether it's an oil and gas development, as I've been working in for quite a long time now, or it's a redevelopment of an old field, or it's the decommissioning, which is really tricky because we built all this stuff and put it in the North Sea without any idea of how we were going to take it out. So it's challenging and it's interesting. More and more, I'm also working in renewable energy. So again, the projects are wide, varied, and just fascinating. And we're involved in everything from um, offshore wind to floating solar to tidal to wave. Another part of my company, we also looking at the decarbonisation side of things. So we have some folks that are developing alternative fuel strategies for ships. So it's ammonia, LNG, hydrogen, all these fascinating stuff. So that's my favorite bit, just being involved in all these different things. The challenges, aside from a bit of cabin fever and not getting to meet as many people as I used to, the challenges are the same as always, is just trying to best anticipate what's going to happen next. That comes with experience, comes with a bit of luck, a bit of hard work, and a bit of homework, and you can try and work your way through. But it's an ongoing challenge, and it's always the same. The skills I use in my day job, I obviously have a technical background. I've been fascinated by science and engineering and technology all my life. Um, quite like maths. It's a bit strange, but I do actually quite like maths, and it's very, very handy in everything you do. But one of the best skills is communicating. It's being able to convey an idea or a thought to someone else who either doesn't have the same background as you or doesn't have the same technical knowledge or education as yourself. It's just be able to project ideas. That is a really, really good skill. Another skill I would say is, with the world being more and more like what it is, you've got to be able to, what I'm doing at the moment, sitting in front of a camera, is talking to you, but you're not really there. It's difficult and just takes time and a bit of experience, but that all comes under the communication part as well. More practically, the sort of subjects you would do at school. Again, I did maths, English, physics, chemistry, geography, all these types of things, but certainly on the STEM subjects, so science, technology, engineering, and maths are all critical. Obviously, there's a huge digitalization part of it now. Fortunately, your generation are far more tech savvy than I'll ever be. So that's good. You've got a huge head start on a lot of people because you just grew up with all of this technology, which is developing exponentially. And the energy industry needs to embrace all of these technologies in order for it to work, to be viable, for us to be able to produce all this energy that we all use. Another important thing, just as I was saying about communication, is English. There's still a requirement to be able to write things down in a record, not physically write with a pen so much these days, but you need to be able to record what's been done and what was discussed and the decisions that were made and why they were made in a coherent way, so that somebody can down the line can pick up these notes and these reports and follow a coherent story. It's a really good skill. Again, you can learn a lot of it if it's experience, but it's a really good and vital part of pretty much every job in the energy industry. That was what I was going to say for now. Hopefully I'll get an opportunity to speak to you again, and maybe even in person one day. Thanks for listening. Thank you very much. Goodbye.